What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, I've got 4 Funko Stormtroopers. We're going to modify them, see if we can make them look cooler. Alright, so what I've got planned for today is I love troopers. And you guys know I like troopers. And these Stormtroopers from the New Hope actually are pretty cool as well. But I always wondered, could I make them just a little bit cooler? We're going to find out. But first and foremost, before I do anything, oh look, we have box damage. We've got box damage. I'm actually going to keep these little cards. These little cards are cool, but you know what? Yep, that's right. We don't need boxes. We don't need boxes, but yeah, here's the pop itself. I do wish it wasn't a bobble, but that's okay. I think we can still do what we need to do. Yeah, this is actually really cool looking. I actually dig it. Yeah. So what we're going to do, let me go ahead and get them all unboxed, and I'll tell you sort of what I'm thinking about doing. So first and foremost, we're going to take them off their bases, and that'll probably be a time lapse because you guys have seen me do that before. We got my heat gun out, and then what I want to do is maybe do some kind of a wash on them, dirty them up a little bit. That's sort of the goal. Dirty them up a little bit. So yeah. Oh, let me show you this. In case I didn't already. That's a cool back card. There we go. I've always wanted sort of a squad of Stormtroopers in Funko Pops. And here lately in my area, these particular ones here have been like really prominent. So I think in my last video, I found like 2 more. I didn't pick them up because I wanted to see how this goes first and foremost. But yeah, like I said, I wish they weren't baubles, but that's okay. We can still make this work. But what I'm thinking about doing is basically, like a wash, put a wash on them, just try to get it dirtied up a little bit, then maybe around the feet. Maybe do some dirt. I don't know. We're really going to be winging this to a certain degree. I have an idea in my head. I'm not 100% sure how the wash is going to take on the helmet because I've never done one on the helmet. So I may actually get a little sandpaper. I don't know. Hopefully, it will all work out. So for right now, we got to get the heat gun out. Got to get them off these silly bases, and yeah, so time lapse. All right, everybody. So short little time lapse. I just figured I'd show you taking off one of these, but yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a test real quick. Before I get too carried away, let's see what this dark tone is. I was going to use some of my shade oil, but I don't know if it would be, if it actually would, maybe too thin, so I don't know. So I'm just going to try some of this and just see real quick if this actually will stick to the Funko Pop. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. We got some. Yeah, we're good. All right, so what I'm using here is actually some Army Painter Touch Quick Shade. This is the dark tone wash right there. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start washing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a base layer of the this basically black, and then once we get all of that done, we can actually go from there and see what we can come up with. So basically the only thing I want to do here is just dull it up, just, you know, make him look a little grungy. I will say that on the Funko Pop, this paint or this wash actually seems to be drying pretty quick, so I would definitely recommend small areas. Don't go too crazy because yeah. Okay, yeah, this is already looking better. For me anyway. For me it's already looking better. Oh yeah, get up underneath here. Okay, get underneath. Got to get underneath the helmet. Got to get underneath. And this is the thing I truly, you know, you guys have heard me say this before, but this is the thing that I really love about toys and stuff, to be able to just sort of make them your own. And I know a lot of people be like, oh man, there's no way I could do that. But that's the reason why I like doing these type videos, just so you guys can see me doing it and realize it's not that difficult. And it's really not. And you can do as much or as little as you want. Totally up to you. I'm a big fan of starting small and working my way up, finding some spots that maybe need a little bit more here and there. So, yeah. So far, so good. Get underneath the feet here. All right. Okay, so yeah, so right there already, it's already taking shape to what I'm looking for. And again, this is entirely what you want to see, not anything other than that. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do another time lapse, because there's no sense in you watching me just sit here and talk about it. Because what we're going to do is we're going to do the black or the dark on the other three. We're going to come back and we're going to see what other layers I can put on it. But so far, I am really happy with the way that's coming out. So, all right, let's get it started. We're back. So we got all the troopers, nice little dark tone wash on them, which are looking really, really good. So the next thing I want to do is I want to use this, again, quick shade wash, this soft tone, which is more like a brown, to see, basically we're layering. So I'm going to do the body of it first, then underneath the helmet, And where I did the helmet first with the black tones, I want to do the actual body and stuff first with this tone. Get my my Dabby McDabby rag. Oh, okay, yeah, this is getting there. Okay, okay. Oh yeah. So if you look at the actual tone now, you can actually see the dirt, which I'm digging. So let's do underneath the helmet. Check that out. See how that looks. And then we'll just make our way up on this layer. Oh yeah. And plus, so this layer actually will adhere a lot better than the first layer. So if we look at the top of the helmet there, you can see the black right there. Now look underneath. Now that the soft tone, or the this brown tone is put in. So very, very nice the way that actually is doing. Okay. Gives it a little bit more of a grime, which I dig. And again, I'm just doing a small little section because this will actually dry a lot quicker on this black wash that I did. Okay. And do the little wipey McWipies. Oh, this is so much fun to do. If you've never done anything like this, you really need to try it because it is a blast to do. And again, you know, you're taking a perfectly good figure or Funko Pop or whatever, and basically, and some people may say, you know, ruining it. I don't. I just say we're making it better for what we want. Oh, that is so much better. You get some on his feet. And we're not done either. We got some more we're going to be doing to this. But so let me show you this. So this is one with just the dark tone. And this is one with the warm tone added to it. And you can already see the layers building up. And I've just always been a big fan of dirty troopers. I mean, you know, they're always so clean in the movie. I mean, it's like they never do anything. So yeah, this is my way of creating what I want. So yeah. There you go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do another time lapse so I can do the rest of these, and we'll come back and we'll go from there. So let's get it started. We are moving right along with dirtying up these troopers. I'm just doing a little fine tuning here, just, you know, a little quality control. But so far, I am really digging the way these are coming out. Really, really, really enjoying this. This is cool. So one of the next things, I'm going to move these over, that I want to try, a couple of things, is we have a couple of products from Citadel that I use quite a bit. Let's see here. That's the gray. Let me find it. We have the dark core drab right there. We also have the corrosion, and there's actually another one. This this dust right here, and I think, let me double check. Yeah, this right here, this sterling mud. The sterling mud is something that really had me interested. I don't think I'll be using this this bark. I mean, it's nice, but I don't know. So I do like this. I do like the dust. The dust has a little flair to it. Got a little tan going on. Maybe use that. The corrosion again is it's a good choice for a lot of stuff. Get this opened up. It has a more of a darkish brown to it. Need to clean that lid up. But I think first things first, I want to try this mud. It's got a little bit of a grit to it, but parts of me's thinking that this would look really cool on the feet. So I don't know. Like I said, we're experimenting right now. I can use the same brush I've been using. I may actually switch to a smaller brush. I don't know. Yeah, I'll switch to this one. Just so you know, this is what this looks like, and it's literally like the word says, like mud. So parts of me is just thinking this would be something really cool to put on the shoes, the boots. Just give it that little bit more of a layer of grunge. Let me see how this. Yeah, I think this is. Yeah, I think that's what we're going with. Yeah, that's actually looking pretty good right there. Let's just go ahead and do a set and just see how it looks at the very end. Then we'll go from there. Then we can put some of the dust maybe on the boot as well. So let's see what we got. See how this is going to turn out. I need to put some on the bottom of the boot for sure. And again, we're not covering the boot. I just want a little bit of just a little bit of something on there, you know. I don't know why the toes seem to be a little bit lighter, but it still works. So yeah, I'm digging this. And then you can also put a little bit, you know, like on the thigh armor, just, you know, little dabs here and there, just to give him, like I said, some little bit of grunge. Lightly dab it on his lower half. Yeah, there we go. Boom, right there. I dig that. All right, let's do some more. Let's see what we can come up with here. This is so relaxing to do stuff like this. Just sort of let your imagination go and, you know, just have fun and just try to create something is really, really a fun thing. I forgot to put some on the bottom of the other boot. So I need to do that as well. Go ahead and start dabbing. Dabbing and a dabbing. You know, and again, this is sort of something that to me, it's like, when you're walking around, your feet get dirty, they get muddy, and I don't know, this is just something that my brain sort of just, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's just something that I actually just thought would be really, really cool to do. So dab that off. So we got the thigh armor. Got a little bit right there, a little bit on the knees. So yeah, there's that one right there. We're getting there. We are getting there. I didn't see no need to do a time lapse for this one. And again, stuff like this right here is basically, you have to look at it from layers. Everything is just layers. If it's not dark enough, you just put another layer on it and go from there. If it's too dark, then later on we can lighten it up, and that's where that dust comes in. We can actually put a little bit of that on there, and it'll actually lighten everything up a little bit. Make sure and get the bottom of the boots, Greg. Get the bottom of the boots. And another thing too is, or what I find interesting, is the fact that, and you sort of got to be careful doing like with the gloves here. I don't really mind that I'm touching things with this gloves. It actually can help you. It can also hurt you. So you got to be careful. Got to be careful, because you do get a lot of this stuff on your hands, and yeah. I don't think I'm going to use this anywhere else. I don't think I will. Because like I said, I don't want him muddy all over. I'm just sort of thinking, like I said, the boots, I want them to look like they've been through some stuff, Bottoms here. There we go. Yeah. Get that. Start dabbing. And depending on how hard you dab and wipe, especially when the paint's still wet, you can actually take off, add, you can pretty much modify it as you're going with this process here. Okay, yeah, there we go. Nice. So there we go. All right, I tell you what, I'm going to clean up a little bit, put some of the stuff away I've already used. We'll come back and we'll do the next layer. All right, everybody. Let me do something. I meant to do this earlier, but I forgot. Sometimes when you're working with smaller figures, a smaller dab rag actually will make things better. So what I'm going to do is, I've already done a test piece, this one right here. I'm actually going to use this Xandri Dust from Citadel. And this will actually, what I'm going to do is sort of like a dry brush technique. I'm going to get some, put it on my rag here, and just get the biggest bulk of it off, and come over the top of that sterling mud. Come on up to the thighs a little bit, get a little bit more. And this is actually going to tone down that mud color. Yeah, there we go. Just come on up, little bits here and there. And this one I'm not really going to dab, but there's how the boots look. because I really don't want to dab this unless I see something I'm not liking, like that. All right, get a little bit more. And there we go. And what I'm doing too is on the spots on the heel of the toes that didn't take, that actually works in our favor because this color here actually will go over the top of it. And since we're not really wiping it, it will adhere to that. So it almost, what you want to really go for is almost like a, you know how mud sometimes has sort of a different tone to it. You got darks, you got white lights, you got mediums, you got, you know, even black mud. That's sort of what you want to look at when something like this, or that's what I want to look at. Right there, boom, that one. And then let's get a little bit more. Put that on that toe right there. Okay. Yeah. That's looking a lot better. And to some people, this may be an extreme, but again, this is just, you know, these guys has been out for a while. You know, they've been out scavenging and looking for, you know, rebels and stuff like that, and you know, they're gonna be dirty. They're gonna be looking pretty bad. Just saying, you know, they're not gonna be looking the best in the world. I forgot to put some mud on the bottom of these shoes, so I'm just gonna put some of this on there for now. And I may actually, let me doing a little bit of a, I may actually come in underneath here, just the bottom part of the helmet. Yeah, this might actually work out really good. Give it another layer up underneath. Yeah, there we go. I can do this. Yeah. Then, you know, like up underneath the helmet, just do a little bit underneath there. Yeah, this is coming along nicely. What I'm doing here is I'm actually starting on the inner part. I'm gonna work my way out because I really don't want it to, you know, go everywhere. I just want to give it another little touch, another little touch of something. Yeah, brush doesn't have a lot of paint on it. It's just enough to give it some oomph, I guess, is what I'm looking for here. The word of the day, oomph. And since there's not a lot of paint actually on the brush, it basically, like I said, it's like dry brushing. You just throw it on there. Throw it on there and move on. There we go. Oh yeah, that's looking good. That is looking nice. And I didn't really want this color up on the top because of the fact that I sort of wanted the helmet to be, I want things to sort of work the way top to, you know, bottom to top. But I think I may put some of this corrosion or try it on the actual blaster, or I may come in and do, you know what? I know what I'm going to do with that. Let me get that and I'll be right back. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. We've done all the weathering and stuff here, but the blaster itself, we need to do something with that. So I'm thinking, let's give it a little bit of maybe some scratches, some things like that. So this here is actually some airbrush paint. light gray Model Air. Not going to need a lot of it. I was going to use some rubbing buff, but I thought, you know, let's just see what we can come up with this. And I also have a very fine tip brush here. I want to try to take a lot of the paint off. And basically you're just going to come over and just sort of scratch it up a little bit. Real soft strokes. You're just going to get the edges. And there we go. A little bit back there. Yeah, this is definitely a part that is really cool to do, is the little detail stuff, just something to sort of just set it aside, you know, make it a little different. But yeah, right there. You don't need a lot. I mean, you don't have a lot of area. You're just giving it some. You're just giving it a little touch, a little accent. And this is where I'll say having a bobblehead is actually in your favor, because you can actually tilt the head sort of out of your way. But yeah, you just basically want to come in on all the, find your straight line edges, ridges, things like that. And if you get a little bit on there more than you wanted, just take your towel and just wipe it off. That's all you got to do. All you got to do. A little bit right there. Whoops. The inside's a little trickier to get, but again, you're just wanting to bring out some of the little details, of the blaster. These aren't big strokes. Yeah. Here we go. Wipe off a little bit of the excess. And what I'm doing here is I'm actually on the magazine, and I'm just running the side of the brush down the long edge and the short edge, just to give it a little bit of character right off the bat. Come down here on the actual barrel, and just, like I said, just let the brush find those hard edges and go from there. And you really, truthfully do not need a tremendous amount of paint for this. Then as the paint actually dries on the brush, you can come back in and do a little bit of like a dry brush. Okay, we're almost done. So yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. I wish the blaster itself, with that gloss paint that it has, sometimes it makes it hard to really see some things, but it's there. It's there, trust me. That edge. Yeah. Boom. All right, so final step I've got to do, I've got to hit them with some a matte varnish to seal everything in. Once I do that, we'll come back, I'll get them posed up, and give you my wrap up on this little project. All right, there they are, my Stormtroopers, customized Stormtroopers, and I really love the way these came out. And I may not stop here. I've been looking at the helmets, and I was thinking, I could actually, come up with some kind of a design to put on the actual helmet itself. But for what I was wanting to go for, I think this came out great. I love the fact that I can take these outside and I can do photos and I can do things to where it looks more natural, especially if you're in the woods or anything like that. To take a clean Stormtrooper, I don't think it would look right. And now I can take it out and I can put them in mud now if I want to, and it actually will look right. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is things that I'd like to do. You guys know that, I'm constantly trying to make things and improve on things, and the only way you can do it is to learn, is just do it. And you're going to make mistakes. You're going to flub things up. That's okay. That is perfectly fine to do that. Are there people out there that could do this better than me? Of course there are. 100%. I will never not doubt that. But from my perspective, this was really, really fun. I enjoyed it. Didn't take a whole lot of time. I mean, we've got probably an hour and a half in this. I know it doesn't seem like it based on the video, but yeah, there's some time involved. Thought process. What I would recommend doing if you decided to do something like this with Stormtroopers, buy one and then just look at it, envision it, this and that. Will I expand on this? I don't know. I think I'm happy with the 4. I think that's more than enough. I don't think there's no need to go out and pick up any more and blah blah blah. But I think this is a good amount. It's a healthy amount. But let me know in the comments. You tell me what you think about my custom Stormtroopers. You like them? You don't like them? That's fine. I will say this, off their bases, they're so much better. Just say, look at this. They look so much better off their bases. And what I may do too, I've already got this one over here. His head's adjusted one way. These two are still relatively straight. I'm probably going to go through and adjust the heads to give them a little bit of personality. Like you can see this one here. His feet's this way, his head's that way. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, you let me know in the comments. Let me know if you approve or disapprove. Let me know if have you done anything like this. I'd love to see pictures of some of the things you've done. And the way to do that is click on the more in the descriptions and you'll see links to all my social media. So send me a picture. DM me, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Find me and shoot me a picture of some of your customs. Customizing figures is just awesome. I love doing it, and I don't do it as much, but I've got a lot of ideals written down. I do write my ideals down in my ideal book. So yeah, along with video ideals, pretty much anything pops in my head, I try to write it down. But guys, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. If this is your first time to my channel, hey, if you enjoy stuff like this, do me a favor. Help me get to 30,000 subscribers. Consider hitting that subscribe button. If you do subscribe, make sure and turn notifications on. That way you'll know when I drop videos. Also, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. I mean, I'd appreciate that as well. All this stuff helps the channel grow. It helps it just move forward and continue to grow and grow and grow. Yeah. And finally, please, always remember, customizing toys refreshes your soul, and I'll see you next time.